Okie doke. That one. And then I have some little bunny rabbits here, which I may or may not use. I'm gonna make a little fondant rabbit, but I thought just in case, I thought this was super cute. Or if you know, don't have time to do the fondant one that I'm gonna show you, you could certainly do this also. And I think 4 of these little buggers should be fine. Because I'll put this in, there's 4 of them, I'll put it in the freezer and it'll be full when I bring it out, right? Right. Okay. Last one, tulips. I've got some pink ones already done. So I was thinking, now let's do some purple. Purple! So I will just pour some in here. This has bigger cavities, so that's why I'm not using a bag here. Whenever it has the smaller areas that you need to get into, that's when I go ahead and use the bag. Now these you can either use with the stick or without. Some of these sticks, the size of this mold, the sticks might be too small anyway. So I'm going to actually add the sticks afterwards by just dipping my stick in the chocolate and then attaching it to the back, which you'll see later. Okay, see how nice it is to have all this heated up? Okay, tap those. All right, we'll go into the freezer. Okay, so with this one, I will go ahead and remove that so that it should come out just like that. If you have 2 of them and you're worried about doing this, you can put a cake board on the back, flip it over. Sometimes you have to give it a little wiggle or just kind of tap it slightly and it should come out. I only need the 1 piece on this other large pink one. I actually did both pieces, so I can put this together in a little while and have a cute little egg that I like these ones that has the flat bottom already because I am going to sit this one this way. So that's kind of perfect so it doesn't wobble all over the place. This one's got a very pretty daisy pattern on it. Okay, so I'll put this one over here with that and we will move on. I've got a couple more things to do out of chocolate. One is this right here, the Easter sign. And the other one is, this is a Nordic ware pan. And that's how I made this little chocolate truck right here. Because this is going to have the Easter bunny in it delivering eggs, maybe a little chick or something in the back. So I chose this one right here. Let me turn around so you get a better view right here. This is for cakes, usually. I like to do things for, you know, use them for different purposes. So I thought I'd just go ahead and put chocolate on there. It'd be actually easier to decorate. So you just pour the chocolate in here, pop it into the freezer, and it will just pop out. See, it fits right. That's how it came out. I pre-did this one because the freezer is pretty full right now with all those other things. But it comes out just like that. If you flip it over and it's having trouble coming out, probably because it's not done yet. I mean, it's a lot of chocolate, so make sure you leave it in there long enough. You don't want to leave it in overnight, any of the pieces, because when you pull them out, the chocolate gets so cold that they can crack. So if you're having that issue, like you bring your eggs out and they're sitting there and all of a sudden they crack, you actually left them in a little bit too long. Okay? And I can't tell you how long to leave these in because they're all different. You know, some are thicker, some aren't as thick. Freezer temperatures are different. Look, I was going to pour that in there. Crazy. All right, so this Happy Easter sign, I think I'm going to actually do it in yellow. Spread that out a little, tap this, and this will go into the freezer also. And then I believe we have all of our chocolate pieces ready to go. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay, so here are the trees and fence pieces that, see how they just fall out? Perfect. So I'll just get all these ready for later. It's nice to have all the pieces done and then you can just pop your cake together. Next, this egg right here, I said I was going to show you how to put it together. So you take both pieces, have a little spot on your tray here, and take them like that. And sometimes the hard part is picking them back up. They tend to want to stick to that tray. So then I'll go ahead and pop them together, make sure it's in the right spot, because that's how it's going to dry. There we go. To get that, go ahead and clean off that extra before it dries. If it does end up drying, then just take like a little craft knife or paring knife and trim that up. Where there's a gap there, you can always fill that in with more chocolate later, depending on what design you're doing, whether you're going to see it or not. Okay. Ta-da! Together! All right, so it's best to clean this when it's warm. So I'm just going to wipe it down now, put my other things back on, and then we will start working on some of these pieces.